There are thousands of DOS games. Most of them are terrible. I play one selected at random with a 20-minute time limit and record it live. This is the result. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the triumphant return of a random DOS game show. And this, well, it's a bit self-explanatory, isn't it? That's a wolf! And that's another wolf. Because this is Wolf. And I believe there's an introduction. We'll see. Oh, look at that. Pulled away from the trees in the finest technology that 1994 can give us. Oh, some nice music. Listen to that. Lovely. Bit of OPL goodness. As we start to play Wolf. And that looks like a video that's playing too quickly. I might be wrong. But hey, Wolf is about wolves. So we have a choice to play a scenario, play a simulation, learn all about wolves, watch the demo, or exit Wolf. Now, Wolf isn't a game I'm particularly good at, so I apologise in advance. A bit rusty with the old DOS gaming. I've only been playing Dungeon Keeper lately. But that's another story for another time. So, we have the option to play simulation, but what simulation is essentially you get to select your own parameters for everything and just play out the game. So we're going to hit scenario and it's going to bark at us. So we've got the option of Arctic, Timber and Plains, and these are different environments with different environmental conditions as well. So if you really want a bit of difficulty, then you could play in an area that's exceedingly cold and then the temperature becomes a factor. Because this is a living simulation of what it's like to be a wolf, which is, it's one of those hallmarks of DOS games. I keep saying it. They come out with some absolutely bizarre and interesting ideas that a lot of modern games just don't do. So, timber terrain. Timber terrain is the best terrain. A good supply of food is available, and many different types of animals enjoy the timber terrain. Okay. So, we have the option to have new, in progress, won or lost, and that just filters the scenarios for us. There is mouse support. You've got a little paw here, and then you've got the various scenarios, and you've got a lot of scenarios. A lot of options. Keep cubs alive, find a wolf to fight, but we'll go, and that also speaks to the difficulty. A scenario of surviving one day. Ugh. Let's hit find water because that's the first one. Difficulty beginner, so we are going to die horribly. Objective find water difficulty, I just told you that. Your glide path, an injured thirsty male wolf. Can you find water in just 12 hours? The answer is no, I'm going to die horribly, but at least I can showcase the game, right? So we'll hit the little paw to begin, and then you have a series of other little boxes that you can hit, which explains the scenario to you, the scenario profile. So, good weather, starts in fall, as the Americans would say, autumn people. And then size of the world, small game world. I hope that's where the water is, just down the middle. That would be very useful. Few people, and there's several hunters around, so we'll want to avoid them. Okay, ready to die? Because that's what's going to happen. Dark Souls fans and Souls-like fans think they have it tough. Try being a wolf. It is not fun. Okay, the first objective is to find water. And this track seems familiar. I don't know if it's just a very good piece of music, or whether it's been used somewhere before or not, but that arpeggio sounds familiar. I can't quite place where it is. So, it's loading up the scenario as we speak. Takes a little while to get all the parameters right, and then we'll be jumping in and howling with the best of them. Okay, we are in. Now, Wolf is mouse controlled, but you also have quick keybinds. So our wolf is looking around and he's trotting. The speed of your wolf is determined by how far away the cursor is. So as you can see, we are just sat, and now we're just chilling. We're having a rest. We're sleeping, I think, because we're not moving. But we can immediately get up, and you'll see the cursor change depending on how far away we are. I think there's a run option, but I'll worry about that in due course. Now, this is basically a world that you inhabit, and you have to treat it like an actual wolf would. So, he is looking and he is seeing, oh, there's some stuff here, and these things are represented by boxes. You right-click to get to the wolf menu at the bottom here. You can access your wolf pack. You can use your senses, which are incredibly important, as I found out when I first played this. So let's have a little listen. So there's a bear over there, and there's some trotting. Let's see. Let's literally see. Not much going on there. So is there nothing worth seeing? Oh, there was something there, but I think I just accessed it wrong. There we go. So there's cows to the south. We don't want to go there then, because if there's domesticated animals, then there's going to be humans nearby. And if humans are nearby, they will not want a random wolf to be present. So let's trot up here, out of the way. I'm going to die. I know I'm going to die, but that's okay. And we're going to use the keybinds to show what our wolf can do. So S to C. So there's a carcass up there, which we could replenish ourselves on. So we could head that direction. And the game pauses and lets you sort of determine, right, what do you want to do here with this new information? We have the option to eat, but there's nothing to eat. We could sleep, but what's the point in that? Or we could try digging up something. But I don't think there's anything to dig up on this random ground. We hit I to sit, and your senses are always there, you know? It's trying to simulate what it would be like to be a wolf. B to bark, and that's to warn your fellow pack members and alert things. And then you've got the option, you can go F1, and that'll take you to the help screen. So you can actually see all the key commands. You don't have to learn them, but, you know, if you don't, then you might not be able to, you know, quickly do what's necessary in order to survive. Now for us, the problem is we have to find water. And I have no earthly idea how to do that, which could be a problem. Oh, there's the carcass. Yeah, let's just approach this carcass and chew on it a bit. Can we eat that? Maybe need to get a bit closer. Right. I'm on the carcass. There we go. A young adult which has left the pack. It may find a new suitable place to... Okay. Alright, this is us eating. Okay. I'm not entirely sure why I had to change screen in order to have us eat. But there we go. We have eaten. Alright. And if we go to the menu, you'll see that the wolf has a hunger meter, a thirst meter, an endurance meter, and a health meter. So these fluctuate depending on what you're doing, but it is literally like a survival mode that so many games are, popularizing these days. This entire game is a survival game. Okay, we've got some serious sense here. There are men nearby, so we need to steer clear of them. Let's just head this way, because there are cows to the right in the east, and there are men in the west, so southeast will take us clear of that. And anytime the wolf senses tell you, oh, there's men nearby, that is not good. We need to steer clear of them. I was cycling home the other day. Oh, what's happened? What's this? Okay, it's a beautiful vista, lovely mountains. I think it's changing to night, which could be a boon to us, because less humans at night, or it could be a problem. Uh-oh. Have we died already? You have not successfully completed the scenario. Glide path died of first. Ouch. Wow, that was rough. My goodness. So that is the beginner scenario. Let's try kill a hare. You're snowbound? What? An injured beta male wolf who is hungry and thirsty. Can you kill a hare? The answer is no, but we'll give it a wee try. I'm spectacularly bad at this game. I feel like I'm doing everything wrong. But it's a very complicated game. In a good way. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm completely immersed. I'm sat here playing this and being like, yes, it's definitely interesting. But at the same time, it's one of those where I think I'd have to play it for an hour or two to really get to grips with it. Because there wasn't much help in the terms of manual. And yeah, it's one of those where you just have to play it a bit to sort of get accustomed to it. So fans of Wolf, I do apologise if I'm doing everything wrong. But hey, let's see what winter's like, huh? Okay. We are the snowy snowbound. Let's have a look at our... Right, hunger and thirst are okay. Endurance is fine. Health is low. Look at that. Unless that means I'm fully healthy and there's no damage. Might be a damage meter. So, we have to find a rabbit. So let's use our sense of smell. Let's try and use our smell. Oh, I messed it up there. So you click, hold, and then let go. Right, there's hares to the right or east and northeast. Okay, let's have a little look. Unfortunately, I don't know how to run, which could be a problem. The manual probably told me how to run, but I've forgotten. Let's go to help. Is there a run option there? I don't see run. Maybe that's just me. Not the best playthrough in the world, folks, but there's something enchanting about it. Something unique, and I like unique. I like something that genuinely tries to be different. Oh. Now, that had a run marker there. I wish I knew how to run. A wolf that can't run is not a wolf that lasts long. But our objective is in that direction. So, I'll head in that direction and hope for the best. I love all the little trees and stuff. Graphically, it's not amazing, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm not stunned by the graphics or anything, but the music's good, the gameplay is fascinating, and I can't think of any other game where you're just, oh, I'm dead already, what? How did I die? And it skipped through so I can't even tell. Oh dear. Well, I think I'll just go back to the menu then. So that is Wolf. What is it? It's a simulator of how to be a wolf. And it's very well done. I'm just not very good at it. I think you have to constantly be in tune with your senses. I wasn't doing enough of that. I think it's more important than I was letting on, as in it's a vitally important part of the game. If you just wander around like I did, you just seem to die. So that's no good. Hunting, I didn't figure out. I wasn't able to run. Maybe there's some other option that I was missing. But it's one of those where if you have an interest in wolves, it's a must-play. It's got a fascinating control scheme and gameplay, wrapped up in decent presentation. And it looked like the wolf at the end wasn't a dead wolf. It was just anathematized, is that the word? And unlike my previous playthrough, I wasn't shot by a human, which is nice. So yeah, that's Wolf. Who would I recommend it for? Anybody with an interest in survival mechanics, anybody with an interest in wolves, and anybody who likes gameplay that's a little different. And if you like me talking about random DOS games, I'm back. Almost 1,000 videos of me doing that, so if you like what you see, you can always subscribe. And if you know how to play Wolf and are howling in fury at how poor I was at it, you're probably one of my astute survival patrons. They're not wolves in sheep's clothing, they're just great supporters. And very patient too. Wonderful folk. So yeah, I didn't really get to grips with the mechanics, but there's a lot of very interesting mechanics in there. Definitely worth a look, and it'll probably feature in my top 25 just based on its uniqueness. That's good to be back. Until next time.